Hi, I'm Eliza So. I'm responsible for looking after the JLL IFM business, Integrated Facilities Management business in Asia Pacific.
I'm Monica Puri. I'm the Head of Legal and Compliance for Southeast Asia.
My name is Sylvia Koh and I'm the Head of Consulting for JLL in APAC.
I'm Karina To. I work with the Hotels and Hospitality team in Singapore.
My views on international working experience is absolutely you have to do it if you're young, if you're ambitious. I think the personal and professional growth that you get from working overseas and living overseas, learning about a new culture and so on, it's really an opportunity of a lifetime.
I think international work experience is really important. Whether it's within the real estate industry or in any industry, having that additional experience outside of your local context brings that much more value in your day-to-day interactions, be it with your client.
I think it's all about diversity of thought and ideas. And if you've been around, you've traveled, you worked in different places, lived in different places, you bring a lot of that diversity, new ideas into your role. So it's not essential, but it definitely adds to your work experience.
I've also had the benefit of, a couple of very good mentors in my early days in there, and I think with them there's always, a fallback or, a learning year to speak to or throw ideas, both from, I think, a personal and professional point of view, and that's, I think, one of the fundamental thing that keeps me in the business, that on the back of everything there's always someone that you can rely on.
Having a sponsor is very, very important. In fact, when you get to a certain point in your career, I always tell people who come to me for advice that you don't really look for the job. You want to look for the manager or your direct manager and your business leaders who will actually be good to you, who will sponsor you. And I think in that sense, when you're at a mid-level and trying to move upwards, having a sponsor is almost mandatory.
Because ultimately your work is going to speak for itself. But there are a lot of the ideas you want to bounce off someone, and it's just good to have someone who is in a fairly senior role. It need not be an executive sponsor, but someone who does have some leverage within the firm, within the organization, would certainly be helpful.
We all want to achieve work-life balance. Life is beyond just work itself, and for both men and women, that's important.
Having a bit discipline in how you manage your work and the family life.
There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Each one needs to find her own balance, his or her own balance and rhythm. But I think talking to the people you're working with, talking to your manager, and trying to create an environment where it's more about productivity and less about face value, less about face time and sitting in the office.
As a woman in the real estate industry, I've never felt disadvantaged in any ways. I think partly it's because of the way of the JLL culture and the way we conduct business, but also because I think that the real estate industry is really changing. If you look at our clients today, actually a big proportion of them are women as well. And so this whole environment really created a tremendous opportunity for women to join the real estate industry now to make a difference.
The potential is limitless, and women can bring such a huge richness of diversity and experience to it and grow with this.
One of the most important things that women in real estate can do for themselves is to be out there and put up their hand. So being upfront and state your ambitions, state your objectives and goals to your management and seize the moment, I think is very key to your success.
One of the skill sets women need to have in any organization is patience, and I think using that patience to kind of embark on your journey up into your career path.
Women shouldn't be scared to speak up and share their thoughts and minds and even come up with different ideas. I mean, that's what diversity is all about. So be bold, speak up, grab opportunities, and I think that's really what is key in succeeding.